Thank you. This will be my last part because I don't want to take a lot of time. Some things that I would want to mention. Today we are under attack. Students are under attack, and a massive attack today. After emergency, this is the first time that JNU Student Union President is arrested. Perhaps the first time that so many students are under arrest for raising their voice. In FTII, Film and Technology Institution of India, Pune, where students were opposing Gajendra Chauhan, who was made the director only because he had campaigned for Modi. 35 students have been charge sheeted in FTII. They may also get arrested at some point. Why is this attack on students? Why is the government so angry with students? What is it that we have done? It's not because of any anti-national activity and all of that. That is all nonsense that this government is saying. It is because we ask them questions. We oppose their policies. You know, when no one was speaking against Modi, if you remember the time 7-8 months back, everyone had shut up, including the opposition, the official opposition in the parliament. Everyone had shut up. It was FTII students who led the opposition against this government. For 130 days, they went on strike against Gajendra Chauhan, who is nothing. He is nothing. He is just a person who is from RSS. He has campaigned for Modi. That is why he was made the director of FTII. And those students valiantly fought this fascist government. For 130 days, they went on strike and they exposed this government. They teared it down. In IIT Madras, Ambedkar Periyar Study Circle was banned. In Jadavpur University, students were arrested. In FTII, then students were arrested. In JNU, HCU, everywhere. In Allahabad University, the president of the student union, Richa, she is against ABVP. She is being attacked. In Aligarh Muslim University, Jamia Millia Islamia University, they want to take away the minority status of these universities. We know that the constitution provides for linguistic minority institutions, for religious minority institutions, but the RSS, they will target the Smriti Irani. She will target only the Muslim minority institutions. Why? Why do they want to undo everything? Manrega, they want to undo. We have our fellowship, research fellowship, non-net fellowship, they want to take it away. Minority status for Jamia Millia Islamia, they want to take it away. Why? What explains this attack on universities and on JNU in particular, on HCU? We should remember one thing, and that is the whole crux of this thing. They don't want to destroy JNU. They don't want to destroy JNU. They don't want to destroy HCU. They want to destroy the country, and they want to do it unopposed. They want to have riots in the entire country, and they want to have it unquestioned. They want to destroy the opposition before they destroy this country, before they destroy the social fabric of this country, before they destroy the constitution of this country. Before that, they want to wipe out every opposition. And where is the opposition coming from? It is coming from the students. Modi government, strong Modi, ultimate Messiah of India, no opposition. We held a protest against him for 3 months. Because they took away our fellowships. Smriti Irani, Education Minister, Higher Education Minister, she took away our research fellowships. I don't know how they are going to do Vikas. They are so much about Vikas, development. How are you going to do Vikas when you are taking away the research fellowships of students? For 3 months, we slept outside the UGC, the University Grants Commission. For 3 months, we did everything there. We did our classes there. We did our protests there, we slept there, we ate there, everything. The police lathi charged us several times. You know, in Delhi, I'm taking a little more time, I'm sorry for that, but I want to mention this. In Delhi, we have a place called Jantar Mantar, which is a circus, basically, where everyone is asked to protest. If you have to protest, you protest here. But that is the designated place for protest. Anywhere else you cannot protest. And no minister, at least they should designate a minister, at least they should designate one minister, they should make a protest ministry perhaps, which would at least take note of all the protests that are happening at Jantar Mantar. Because if you actually have to see the country, it is in Jantar Mantar. People from all parts of the country, they are protesting there. People from the northeast are protesting there. People even from the BJP are protesting there. Everyone is there. But we went out of that Jantar Mantar place and we reclaimed another space in Delhi city, a prime location, in front of the University Grants Commission, in front of the Delhi Police Headquarters, and for 3 months we held on to that place. And we stopped them from taking away our fellowships, and today the fellowships are restored. And that is why this government is against us. When Dadri incident happened, we took out a rally. We were put in Thana. We were all beaten up, we were put in the Thana. But at a very short notice, 400 people marched on the streets of Delhi. We oppose their wrong policies. That is why they attacked us. Who is Umar Khalid? Who is Kanhaiya Kumar? Who is Shaila Rashid for that matter? We were all sitting peacefully in our university, unknown to most of you, you wouldn't have known about us. Who made us into stars? And why? It's because we were sitting on a hunger strike in solidarity with the people in Hyderabad University who were sitting on hunger strike after Rohit Vemula's death. We were fighting for justice for Rohit Vemula. Kanhaiya was sitting on indefinite hunger strike. I was sitting on indefinite hunger strike. Umar Khalid was sitting on indefinite hunger strike. These people are not terrorists. These people are the prime opposition to this country's fascist government. And that is why we are under attack. I would have liked to say many things to you. For a shortage of time, I would also leave some things for the next speakers to say. I am sure that everyone wants to talk to you. We have traveled all this far to gather your support, to answer your questions if the time permits. Because today we need a solidarity of people across the country, across regions. Today we need people across the country to come out against this fascist government. Because they are going to destroy the nature of polity of India. They are going to suspend the constitution. They will not allow the 2019 elections to be held. They will create some bomb blast somewhere. They will create some terrorist attack. They will show there is a terrorist attack here. Then they will put some Muslims in jail. They will put UAP on them. They will keep them in jail for 10 years. This is a pattern. And they will say there is a threat to this country, so we will suspend the constitution. There is another emergency in the making. And these people, if there is one tool that we really have, if the poor people of this country, if the dispossessed people of the country, if the students of this country have one tool, it is electoral politics. We have to defeat them here. They have been defeated in Bihar, they have been defeated in Delhi, they have to be defeated in each and every state of the country. They have numbers in the Lok Sabha. In the Lok Sabha, they are in an overwhelming majority. But what they are trying to do right now, they are trying to create small communal riots everywhere, which we don't hear about. These are two very small riots everywhere, happening everywhere in the country. And they are trying to communalize the states so that they can capture power in the states, and from there they can capture power in the Rajya Sabha, and then they can do whatever the hell they want with the constitution. They can do whatever they want with the country unopposed. And before that, they will put all the student leaders in jail. I will also be in jail after some time. And this can only be defeated when people across the country, in every state, rise up against them, expose their hollow politics. There is so much that can be said about their nationalism. There is so much that can be said. But I will just say one thing and I will finish with that. That blood is thicker than water. You must have all heard this kahawat, I don't know how you say it in English, this saying that blood is thicker than water. Who are the people who are fighting against communalism? Who are the people people who are fighting against caste injustice? Who are the people who are fighting for social justice, for gender justice? Who are fighting for the poor of this country? And who are the people who are inciting riots? Who are the people who are burning down the country literally? We don't expect anything from the BJP government. We never expected any development. We never expected any development. But what we have, they are taking away even that. They want to destroy even that. Who is the real anti-national? Who is the real nationalist? It is for the people of this country to decide. The RSS will not decide who is anti-national. They will not decide who is Naxal. They will not decide who is Maoist. We will not leave it up to them to decide. It's the people of the country who will decide what our politics will be, what our social system will be, what our economic system will be. It's for the people of this country to decide. It's not for them to decide. And we leave this up to you, and we ask you to speak on our behalf because we need your support. We have been made into stars, but ultimately we are only students. So we are without support, and the only support that we have is the warmth of people across the country. We have gone to several parts of the country and we have been very well received. Very well received. People actually realize, contrary to what they show in the media, they will only show a handful of RSS activists shouting anti-national against JNU. But that is not the reality. The media does not reflect the reality of this country, unfortunately. Wherever we have gone, we have been very well received. People are understanding everything. Our challenge today is to build a people's alliance across the country and defeat these fascist forces, expose the Modi government, speak in favor of JNU students, speak in favor of Hyderabad University students, speak on behalf of the people of this country, not of the corporates of this country. Speak on behalf of the Muslims of this country, not on behalf of the people who want to kill Muslims. Speak on the behalf of the women of this country, not the patriarchal RSS, which is an all-male organization and which has now interestingly changed its uniform from half pants to full pants. Where is the space for women? Where is the space for minorities? Where is the space for tribals of this country in this RSS? There is no space. I want to end by this, and if you have any questions, we will be here for some time. You can ask us, and even after we leave, there are people here who you can be in touch with, and if you have any questions for us, we will keep coming. And building these alliances. We request your continued support on behalf of JNU. Shukriya.